Have you ever tried to book train travel between the UK and the Alps? And have you found that when you search online, journeys that you're looking for just don't show up? These journeys do exist, but rail booking websites sometimes fail to show them to you, which is pretty crazy. I'm Daniel, founder of Snow Carbon, a guide to ski holidays by train, and when I'm researching journeys, I come across this problem quite often. It doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen more often than you'd think. I'm going to show you two examples so you'll know how to find these hidden journeys yourself. The first example is from London to a station called Oulx. The second is from London to Bourg Maurice. And in each case, it's a journey by Eurostar to Paris and then a TGV from Paris to the Alps. And what you'll see here actually applies to journeys all over Europe. So let's take a look. Let's use Rail Europe's website. We could have used Trainline or we could have used SNCF. We put in London to our destination of Oulx, and let's say we want to travel on the 26th of March. Oh, that's February. Here we go. Coming back a week later on Saturday 2nd of April, so it's a Saturday to Saturday ski holiday, and we search for trains. What we can see here is that there are 3 journeys going out on the Saturday. Let's pick this one at 8 o'clock in the morning. Very nice. London to Paris, Paris to Oulx. There's time to change station. That's fine. And now let's pick our return. What you'll see is that there's 3 journeys here, but only one of them starts on Saturday the 2nd of April, the day that we want to come back. And it doesn't leave until 6:36 in the evening. It's offering us a TGV that arrives late in Paris. We therefore need to stay over in Paris at a hotel and then travel back to London the next morning. Now, that might be a very nice journey and a nice way to do things because you could get an extra day skiing on your last Saturday. But if you wanted to come back in the daytime on Saturday and get back into the UK for Saturday evening, this journey is no good for you. And the next journeys, the other ones, are on the Sunday. So if you're suspicious that this may not be the only Saturday option available, and you should be suspicious, then open up a new tab. You can look on the same website again, Rail Europe, and this time let's exclude the outbound journey from the proceedings in case that is affecting what's going on, and let's just look at the one-way journey from Oulx to London and see if we get any joy. So the date we want to travel on is the 2nd of April, Saturday, again leaving around 8 in the morning. Let's see what comes up. Right. Again, only two of these journeys are on Saturdays. We now see there's one leaving at 2 in the afternoon, but it still doesn't get us into London until Sunday. This is via Lille, actually. That's interesting. So you don't need to change in Paris for this one, but you do need to stop over. And the same for the other one, that one that we saw at 6:36. So that's not helping if we want to get back to London in the daytime. So the thing to do is to break this journey down even further into individual legs. So we're back on Rail Europe, and let's see if there is actually a daytime TGV from Oulx to Paris. Now, doing these searches does take a little bit of time, but the minutes you spend doing this could save you hours of travel and give you much better journeys, of course. Right, there you are. On Saturday, 2nd of April, we can see that there's a train, a TGV, direct to Paris, 8:36. Now that train didn't show up in our other searches, but when we just simplify things and just do Oulx to Paris, it does show up. But now we need to combine that with the Eurostar train. So looking again, opening up another tab on Rail Europe's website, let's see if there is a connection from Paris back to London, because perhaps the reason that we aren't being shown that journey is that there's no trains available from Paris to London. So again, Saturday, 2nd of April. Now, what time did that morning train morning TGV come in? 1:13, so you need a couple of hours at least to change in Paris to get across and check in for the Eurostar. So let's just call this 3 o'clock and search from that time. Right, these are Eurostar journeys back from Paris to London, and you can see there's one at 3:03, there's one at 5:13, and this train is available. There's the price, so we can actually see that you can get from Oulx to Paris and then Paris to London, and yet it doesn't seem that we can book this journey online as part of our return journey from London to Oulx. Okay, let's try a search from London to Bourg Maurice, and let's use Rail Europe's website again. In my experience, I found just as many issues on Trainline's website too, but let's have a look on Rail Europe. So outbound 26th of March, 8 in the morning, coming back a week later on the 2nd of April. So we're looking for 2 nice simple daytime journeys. Right, here we are. One change of train in Paris. That all looks fine. Let's now pick our return. So the website is only offering us one journey back on the Saturday. That's at 10:38. And that requires a change of station in Lyon and then in Paris. So if we want to check whether we could actually go directly from Bourg Maurice to Paris and then Paris back to London, let's open up a new window and just look at Bourg Maurice back to London. Now this is we're doing this so that we exclude any interference from the outbound journey into our inbound journey search results. 2nd of April, leaving at 8 a.m. Well, that's that same journey again, so we're getting the same result. Okay, let's break the journey down further and take a look at Bourg Maurice to Paris. Surely there is a direct train on that Saturday, 2nd of April in the morning from Bourg to Paris. Well, is there? Yes, there is. 9:13, arriving in Paris at 2:09. We were never shown this option when we looked at Bourg Maurice to London, but there it is. It's on sale because there's a price, so we could book tickets. So can we get from Paris to London? Our train arrives into Paris. Our TGV arrives into Paris at 2:09. So on the 2nd of April, we'll want to leave Paris, let's say after 4:30, to give us time to change and check in. Well, here we are. We've got a train, a Eurostar, at 5:13 from Paris to London. So we could combine these two trains, the TGV and the Eurostar, but we just can't do it when we try and look online. In fact, it doesn't even show us these options. So there you go. That's an example of a journey that's perfectly possible not being shown online. As we've just seen, sometimes the way to find the best journeys online is to break the search down into individual legs. But does this mean you should book the journey this way? Certainly not. When you book the journey as a whole, you save money and your passenger rights are much stronger. A good solution for booking journeys that you can't book easily online is to use an expert rail booking agent. They have more sophisticated booking systems, they have experience, and they can put together whatever itinerary of trains you want and book it as a whole unit. In the description to this video, I will list some of the rail booking agents that I know and recommend to skiers. I hope this video has been useful, illuminating, and see you soon.